My name is Saskya. I'm from the Netherlands. Luke was diagnosed when he was 7 years old, but he was already sick when he was born. The first time when he got in the hospital, he was 6 weeks old.
I'm Luke Angevar and I'm 15 years old. Well, I got my diagnosis when I was 7 years old. Well, I've been injecting myself since I was 9 years old, so that's about 6 years now.
In the beginning, Luke had to do a lot of blood work done for his disease. And that was really a struggle when he was really younger. He was kicking and screaming, and you had to restrain him because he was hitting the nurse. So it was really hard. And then, of course, you are hearing from the specialists that the only medication for this disease is injecting. And that was really hard for our family because I'm scared for injections. So my husband had to inject Luke, and Luke was of course very young when we started with that treatment.
Expressing fears and anxiety is very typical for parents and children, and it's completely okay. Children can express lots of different behaviors and emotions. They can try to cling to the parent, and they can be very, very crying, and they try to avoid the situation or the needle procedure, and they can be totally silent also. But it's a very individual thing how the child expresses emotional things. It relates to the background family dynamics as well as the codes for how to express feelings and thoughts and what kind of behavior is okay in the family. It's a big thing for the parent, of course, and it's a big emotional process going on in the mind of the parent also.
When I was younger and I needed to do a lot of blood tests, it really hurt, and I was really scared, especially, which is also, I think, the reason for why it hurt so much. So when I heard that I needed to get injections, I was actually kind of scared. I didn't know what to expect, I didn't know what to do, and then my dad injected me, and our relationship just kind of started getting worse.
Also because the anxiety that Luke had, he was scared also for paper straws, because when you are getting the straw out of the paper, it's the same reaction when you have if you are pulling out the medication out of the wrapping paper.
In an ideal situation, the parent could be perhaps a combination of being a coach and a parent at the same time, and it's very important that the child feels that his or she's being taken care of and every behavior is okay. Parents usually express different kinds of emotions and reactions to the fear of pain in the child. They can be very expert-like, or they can be over anxious also. I think that parents and every adult should let the child express whatever he or she feels in the moment. And it's very important not to try to restrict the emotions, because it's very important that the child can let out all the feelings and emotions.
But also communicating. Even when he was younger, we were asking him, can you explain what you didn't like this time on the injection? Can we change it? Because of communicating, you were looking for ways to help him.
Every expression of feelings or thoughts is, of course, age specific. So when an adolescent expresses something, it's a little bit different from a child's expression of his or her feelings. And I think the relation between the parent and the adolescent should be a little bit different also. It could be kind of an adult relationship even. But still we have to remember that the adolescent needs love and understanding, and even an adolescent should be allowed to express any feeling and any thoughts about the process.
We did try to help Luke with his fear of injection, involving the whole family. Really, when he was younger, we put on music. We were singing and dancing, and so that he was able to focus more on the music and the silly things what we were doing. So his father was able to inject him. The other thing that we did was collecting like marbles. So when he had a good injection, he was able to put a marble in a jar, and when the jar was like filling up, Luke was able to look for a dessert or a little present or those kind of things of like positive feedback on the fear of injection.
I think the injection situation should be created like a ritual at home, and it should start on a certain point and end also. So it should be have a very clear structure, and it should be done on just the same day and at the same time. All the coping mechanisms are very age-specific once again, and for very young children, blowing bubbles can be a very good distracting technique. For a little bit older children, music or playing with the iPad or something like that. For adolescents, even thoughts and point of views can be means of coping mechanisms. And never underestimate the power of sugar. It's quite clear that when getting a needle shot, it's totally different if there's some sweet taste in the mouth at the same time.
My advice for other families who are going through this, it would be useful to talk with other parents who are going through this. Ask, maybe if you are in a patient organization, ask people about it, because I know from my side there are a lot of parents who are willing to help you and to find solutions. Out of the box thinking, communicating with your child, because especially on that age, it's very good. They are vocalized enough to say what they want. Ask your specialist about it. But I think for us, never say no. Keep it open, but ask for advice. Look for information. And I think that's a solution for everything. My hopes and my dreams for Luke. I believe that he will be an awesome guy, and I hope that he always will reach his goal.